on the people who are here in the community. And there's a lot of them, maybe 30,000, who are still asylum seekers because they're still going through the process of trying to get a visa, a permanent visa to stay in Australia. So they're at all sorts of stages, and it's extraordinarily slow, the process. Partly because a lot of people were sacked and, they haven't got good people in places where these decisions and decision-making is happening. Partly because of the numbers, in any case. So people now have to go through, there's a whole big group that have to go through what's called the fast track process. The only thing that's not right about the name is it's not fast by any means. So since 2014, these people have been going through this really slow process. First of all, having their application looked at initially by immigration. Secondly, when they want, hardly anybody gets through that, but hardly anybody gets a positive. Then going to the next stage of appealing, and that in this particular process, which most of them are going through now, is a limited process of review. It's a review done internally. It's not a review done externally by other people. So it's IAA and it's a limited appeal. A fair few people still get rejected there. Then the only thing left to them then is to go to the federal court, and only some people can go to the federal court because you've got to have a legal argument. You've got to be able to say they made a legal mistake in that first part of the process to go to the federal court. But if they do go to the federal court, they're waiting for up to 3 years to get a hearing. During that time, most of them, nothing's ever 100%. You can't even say this happens 100% of the time. But most of them do not have work rights. Most of them don't get any income. So because the court's now blown out so much, there's all these people who are on no income and no work rights and waiting for the court. And that can be 3 years or so. And unless they work for cash and get some money, they have no other money, or find, other kind people to help them. They don't have a house. They've got no money for rent. They've got no money to pay for utilities. They've got no money for anything, really. So we're facing, I think, an unprecedented level of destitution among all these people have been poor, because at the best they've been getting 89% of New Start. Now, if you have anyone in your families or whatever who are on New Start, it's not exactly, you can't live a life of Riley on New Start. These are getting 89% of New Start. So they certainly haven't been rich by any stretch of the imagination, but at least it's been enough to keep them alive.